I woke up as the sun was reddening, and that was the one distinct time in my life, the strangest moment of all, when I didn't know who I was. I was far away from home, haunted and tired with travel, in a cheap hotel room I'd never seen, hearing the hiss of steam outside, and the creak of the old wood of the hotel, and footsteps upstairs, and all the sad sounds. And I looked at the cracked high ceiling and really didn't know who I was for about 15 strange seconds. I wasn't scared. I was just somebody else, some stranger, and my whole life was a haunted life, the life of a ghost. I was halfway across America, at the dividing line between the east of my youth and the west of my future. And maybe that's why it happened right there and then, that strange red afternoon.
Jack Kerouac defined the post-World War II Beat generation with his renowned novel, On the Road. This stream of consciousness narrative, published in 1957, takes the reader into the late 1940s with its vivid descriptions and unrivaled use of adjectives. The novel, largely an autobiographical work, recounts the events experienced by the author and his friend Neal Cassady. However, the reckless and enthusiastic Neal Cassady is renamed Dean Moriarty, and Sal Paradise takes the place of Jack Kerouac. On the Road is a tale of an intrepid beatnik journey through thriving metropolises and across the plains of mid-America. Kerouac often said, "Anyone can make Paris holy, but I can make Topeka holy." This adventurous and spontaneous story delves into the world of sex, drugs, and alcohol, as Sal Paradise traverses North America with close friends as well as complete strangers. Sal begins his odyssey in New York City and ventures to the sought-after West. While Sal explores the United States, he encounters a variety of different people and personalities through hitchhiking. From the beginning of Sal's journey, he quickly bonds with fellow travelers and shares his life's experiences with the diverse population he meets. Friendships and bonds, especially between Sal and Dean, make up an essential part of Kerouac's On the Road. Although most of Sal's friendships on the road are short-lived, with the exception of a few women, they allow Sal to feel connected to the world around him, rather than a stranger lost in the vast regions of the United States. Sal often feels distressed after watching a woman leave his life, and even says,
"A pain stabbed my heart as it did every time I saw a girl I loved who was going the opposite direction in this too big world. why think about that when all the golden land's ahead of you and all kinds of unforeseen events wait lurking to surprise you and make you glad you're alive to see?
While Sal's goal throughout the novel is to reach a certain locale, his experiences on the road far exceed the arrival at his ultimate destination.
So, in America, when the sun goes down, and I sit on the old broken down river pier watching the long, long skies over New Jersey, and sense all that raw land that rolls in one unbelievable huge bulge over to the west coast, and all that road going, and all the people dreaming in the immensity of it. In an hour, I know by now that children must be crying in the land where they let the children cry. And tonight the stars will be out, and don't you know that God is Pooh Bear? The evening star must be drooping and shedding her sparkler dims on the prairie, which is just before the coming of complete night that blesses the earth, darkens all the rivers, cups the peaks, and folds the final shore in. Nobody knows what's going to happen to anybody besides the forlorn rags of growing old. Think of Dean Moriarty, I even think of old Dean Moriarty, the father we never found. Think of Dean Moriarty, I think of Dean Moriarty.